Share my screen. Yes. Um, all right. So let's start. I'm already sent them Zoom link for to Anna and Dasha. So they should be good. So today we're gonna talk about the business process modeling, right? So I remember last class we talked a little bit about the modeling, but today we're gonna um talk more in details. This agenda for today. So we're gonna talk about processes, process modeling, notation, what's the modeling for ROI, return on investment, changing process equal changing job rules. This is very close to many project management rules. Actually, when you read about the business processes, many parts of it, it's part of project management actually. Yeah, it's you are if you are practicing this now in your job, you will see a lot of similarities between the business process and business management in this case. I'm not sure if you have any, do you have any idea about notations and how to do the notation modeling or all this stuff? Yeah, business, this is a business process modeling notation. No, okay. We're gonna talk about this today, okay? Usually this works more in industrial fields more than IT or technological fields, but still, I don't know if in the technology side you can use it or not, but there's more and it's more in industrial field actually. So what's the processes today is about human intervention, scan, document external event are invoked as web service. Types of or steps of tasks. For human facing with transactional, heads down, occasional participant collaboration for the system is web service, uh, orchestrations, legacy integration, content management integration. There's the two types of let's say for processes, human facing and system. So those are details about this one. Other consideration like external participants, process monitoring, collecting analytical data, frequency for process rule stuff changes. Um, so let's talk a little bit what's the difference between uh, the the short sig on PPM or SOA. So PPM was business process management is management practices tools for automating processes. SOA's architectural philosophy, design, standards-based services and access system functionality. So this is the main differences between, and I mean, that's the main differences, like the both of them at the same time here. Processes like step 1, 2, 3, 4, for the SOA service one, service A, B, C, or each service contain different modeling, let's say legacy system for service C, for example, database, for C, for example, ERP system. I think you have an idea what's the ERP system, right? Enterprise, uh, usually covering customer service, marketing, sales, all these together come under the umbrella of ERP, right? Is somebody, what else? Oh, hey, good morning, how are you? Good, good. You didn't miss that much, actually, you just started. So today we're gonna talk about the modeling for business process modeling, all right? So we're gonna talk about, it's about two presentations today, not that much, but we're gonna talk about the next class project and assignments, okay? So what to expect is coming. Okay, Anne sent me an email, said she waiting for me to I guess I give her the permission to enter, so I don't have to go back and let her in. Um, I give her the permission to get in, I guess. Let me see here. Oh, okay. I have to? That's weird. I did that in a setting before I create the link. I give the permission for everybody is to enjoy the Zoom link. That's weird. Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But didn't mention that in the setting, but maybe that's the reason. All right. Anne, can you hear me?
Yes, hi. Hi, Professor.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
All right. Let me share with you my desktop, okay?
Okay.
Should be- Can you see it?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so I will upload those slides on my AMS later, so no worries about the material, okay? So I want you to focus with my presentation today. This is what I think didn't miss that much. This is the agenda for today. This just definition of processes. Kicking it off, what kind of I mean the processes here is human, scan document external events, invoke the web services. This is the types of tasks we're gonna cover today. And those consideration for those tasks, okay? So we already did all these, so you can go and read over later, but let me finish from here today. All right. Let me start from here, okay? All right, this is the processes. We have two kind of processes here, the PPM and SOA, all right? The PPM was business process management. The SOA, that stands for system operating administration. So for processes usually going in sequence like step 1, 2, 3, 4. You cannot go to the step 2 before 1. You can go to 3 with the 2, and etc. The SOA is different here. Business services, so each service uh go alone, don't depend on other services. The ERP systems is very good example. This one, are you familiar with ERP system, right? ERP system like enterprise uh resources process. It's like marketing, sales, all these kind of services come under one umbrella with the ERP system. Yeah, okay. So each one of those services it can has the ability to go just along without depending on other services. Okay, you can go with marketing without going to the sales. You can do that. You can do human resource. Can you manage the human resource things without depending on marketing or sales? You can each service is depending on itself, right? You don't depend in like previous steps, something like that. For process management, usually process depends on the previous step. You cannot do the next one before you finish with the previous one. This is the main differences between the two of those, right? Let me start from the count here. All right. So just together, like let's say it's PPM and killer app for the SOA is the enabling infrastructure PPM. The SOA alone only allows you to design and build a set of services. PPM alone would require to custom coding for each system integration. Let's say people and services into business process using both of them. Discovering services for SOA is process modeling, discovering services, specifying services here is two different things. For discovering, which is what services already exist, whether existing service meet the needs or not, the service is still there. So this is a good example for this one, the human resource services. It's usually you are using it. Is supposed to be there. It's not based on demand or need. Because it's already needed. You have to use it all the time. You don't have to manage your employees, your resources, or whatever. Okay, it should be there all the time. But specifying services, what new service need to be created, so that legacy functions need to be wrapped in services. This is okay. Some businesses will let's say would depend more and let's say just sales and marketing, okay? But will not depend, for example, on human resource because maybe sometimes there's just one or two people working in there. So you're using human resource system is a big one. It's just wasting time and resources in this case. I mean, maybe you're just focusing on one service in this case, right? So you don't have to go with other ones. This is an example for what's the differences here. Simulation and optimization between all the service together, like identifying key performance indicators, estimates parameters like arrival, time per step, participants, cost per step, run and compare scenarios here. All right, this is an example here for simulation. Just a simulation example. Let's say when you start, have to validate the policy first. Usually, this happen when you are a new user for new system. You have to obey, let's say, or have to read the policy, or let's say, validate those policy before you go to the next one. You have to read all the terms, the policy to give you, you can go to the next one. This is usually when you use your personal information or financial information or whatever kind of privacy information you needed. You have to go over the policy first to validate the service after that. Okay. All right, then go to the diamond box. This is the decision box usually. Send, loss adjuster or estimate, whatever. This is the example of how you go for next step. If you go estimate, we're gonna adjust loss. If not, we'll go directly to the handle claim. For example, if you handle the claim, you have to go to the next step, the customer satisfaction survey. That means you're done with the service already. You gotta give what the customers ask you, ask this what kind of service ask you to do. You finish with that. So after you finish the service, ask the survey as a feedback is finished. Okay, just example for simulation, just an example for this one. So the circle one usually for us means to start the service or start policy, whatever. This rectangular box should be this is the process step you have to go through it. Okay, the diamond is decision for you the beginning decision which way you're gonna go. most of the time, yes or no, or that do different services. Based on the decision you are making, you're gonna choose which direction you're gonna go, right? Yeah, and also the circles, the start and finish, the start and end. Okay, the circle shape, right? This is a very short video here for 2 minutes explaining in general what's the business process management notation, and after that we go in details through the other slides. Okay.
In this video, we are going to take a look at the business process model and notation, BPMN. BPMN can be used in order to identify, graphically model, and analyze the processes in your organization. Originally, BPMN was published by the Business Process Management Initiative, BPMI, in 2004. The current version, BPMN 2.0, has been introduced in 2011 by the Object Management Group. A business process diagram consists of 4 element types: flow objects, connecting objects, swim lanes, and artifacts. The flow objects are activities, gateways, and events. Sequence flow, message flow, and association are the connecting objects. You can also use pools or lanes within a pool to group similar objects. BPMN provides you data objects, inputs, outputs, groups, and text annotations. So let's summarize what we have learned and take a look at the advantages of BPMN. It is simple, easy to use, and it also provides a high-level overview of the processes. Because of this, BPMN can comply with the requirements of all the stakeholders inside the organization. That is how it could become the best practice solution when it comes to business process modeling. It is not only the industry standard, but also the default process modeling method defined by the ISO and IEC. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you found it helpful.
All right, this is very simple explanation as to what kind of it's a the PPMN is like for stands for business process management notation, then for notation. All right, they're gonna talk more about this one right now. So this is the standards for this one. Graphical notation standards like PPN process modeling notations equal the diagramming, which that we have last class, as you saw last class. Okay, standards for drawing business process, method of communicating process understandable by business users and unambiguous as well, so reduces translation errors between business and IT, easy transition between tools. This is the main reason for this one. When you communicate with your let's say fellows or who's your whose work with you in a business, when you keep let's say communicating with the words all the time, it's mistakes or misunderstood things happens between all employees, all right? So when you draw diagrams, just make it easier, faster, understandable for all of them. So because all the engineers or all the workers, they have the same the definition for the same shapes here, what we see here. Okay, so no one says it, no, let's say this this do not mean activity, this not the event, it's not this, all of them, they are agree for the same definitions. When you communicate with your workers in the same place or same organization or company, whatever, so you will be in the same page, all of you, and this save time, will make errors less and make the processes faster. Okay, this like making more efficient, making the process more efficient and more faster than usual. It's better than you are writing down by just your handwriting or typing whatever you want to explain some events or something is coming up. You know, maybe you define it a different way. The other workers will misunderstood what you mean, or I don't know, whatever. So those the diagrams make it easier, faster to communicate, to go the same target, let's say. Okay. So it's a very useful, very helpful, efficient method to communicate usually. So here's the main one, the second one name or the source of event, the rectangle ones for activity, is the gateway, or let's say decision box. Let's say some people call decision box, some call gateway. Gateway I mean you have to choose which service after this. You have to choose one of many or two or three options sometime. Okay. This the second activity is explain what kind of activity you are in. Event start or end. Event starting or ending the event. Okay. This is the sequence flow. Let's go this way. This is when you like dotted arrow, it means that message flowing. This association between two. Right. This is the first box here, and this look the first one in name is a pool. What kind of project you have, what kind of service you are providing right now. Lanes, like maybe you have let's say many services in the same project. You have to name each one of those, but all of them come with the same name, but you have different branches with the same thing. Let's say ERP system in one system, but you have different services inside the system, right? So you have marketing and sales, you have human resource, you have um, customer satisfaction, whatever. You have many sources under one service here. Okay. Here the first one, the object, the dotted box, the other ones or groups. This annotation, this descriptive text here should be come in this box here, the third, as you see in the third one here. Okay, this is example exception handling here for when you receive confirmation in the first box. After that, you have to go in certain time to go to send cancellation notice in certain time after that. Okay, you have to choose days, hours, weeks. This is very good example now when you go with the Gmail, when you are trying to send an email for somebody, you choose or the timing. It is the option there. You can send an email, let's say after 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, we send a certain email for certain receiver or groups or whatever. This is very good example for this one. Okay, so the receive confirmation means the email you are writing, you're sending to in a certain time, 2, 3 days, 1 week, whatever, to the target. This is very good example for this one, explaining what's happening here. Okay. So maybe an example here, transaction, what's happened here in more detailing things when your transactions happen, book flight. This is good. This is when you let's say try to book a ticket for flight here. What's happened here? Let's say going to flight, to book the flight, or cancel one. You can go in this way here. Like the first event was a book flight. If you book the flight, then you go for the end. The second one should be the end event. Or if you cancel it, then we'll go back here with this one, the book flight again. Okay, for booking hotel, the same way. Okay, starting this point to start, you have to choose this should be the start event, this should be at the end event. The start event, have to choose the book flight or book the hotel. Okay, you choose one of those. Both of them going the same way. So book a flight or book the hotel, the same thing actually. So you are confirming or canceling. Maybe you have like let's say a period of time that allow you to cancel without any fees, whatever. So this you have to this time, or maybe some people happen to cancel anyway. So the same thing is a starting event here, book or cancel, book hotel or send the hotel cancellation, the same thing, or usually going the same way. So if you failed booking, send an availability notice or like charge by after successfully booking in the end right there. If not, here the X1 getting failed booking, send an availability notice, or this exceptions here handling through customer service. Exceptions, there are many exceptions in this case. Maybe you book a hotel or flight, whatever the flight, decided to cancel the flight for any reason. Okay, maybe environment, like not safe weather, whatever the flight decided after a while to cancel the flight, then going this way to exceptions or hazards or whatever. So we have to deal by the customer service in this case. All right. I think it's easy to understand, right? Okay. By the end, we finish all of these. You have to charge the buyer or send an availability notice in this case, or handling by custom services. The rectangle usually showing the activity or event in this time. All right, so here another example for fund transfer. You see here, this all boxes for, as we explained in the previous one here, is the lanes are pool, okay? This whole rectangle box is for pooling, but here lanes, there's many lanes here, right? So going back here, this is one pool with many different lanes here, okay? We have a system here in this example, exception, review, branch office, okay? Each one of lane get different services for each event, okay? Let's see here, branch office, have the start of transfer request to the get AC details. So for example, here is go if Drew go to the initializing parameters, evaluate transfer rules, whatever. If to go okay, go process to true, update system and go, etc. A false here, a false go back to this box to amend transfer. Talk about that later also. If not, go back here to AC details, right? Also, this another event here is the deadline expiry notification. Always go back here to the amend transfer. This update system here. This is like a gateway box or decision box to split it or go through. We're supposed to go to the transfer confirmation to the end. The circle, small one is the end right there. This is for reviewing usually. So this is one for completion notification. Also, if everything is going well, go to the end event right there. Just you follow the arrows and understanding what the boxes means is easy to understand this diagram. So when you get the right definitions, anyone send you this box should be easy to read. Actually, you understand what's happened right there. Okay. If you want to let's say translate all these to the words, you need, I'm not sure how many pages you need to explain this one. You have to go on many words and many pages to explain what's happened, and then after that, what misunderstood, the conflict that, let's say, problems will occur after this. All right. So this is the explanation. So modeling for we'll talk about what's the return of investment when you invest your money, your resources in this kind of technology or this diagram, okay? Areas of process innovations, automational, informational, sequential, tracking, analytical, geographical, integrative, intellectual, this intermediating. So all these different, let's say, fields or things you can do with this diagram, okay? So automation, like automational, some automatic usually happen. This is a very good example for when you book a hotel or book a flight, tracking is automatically going with the same process. Nothing can change actually. When I book a hotel, you choose your hotel, whatever, your room, everything. If you confirm everything is fine, you're gonna try buy for this room, go the transaction, go through. If you want to cancel, go cancel your payment, whatever, go back customer service for certain reasons. The flight ticket was the same thing. It's like automating this happen, okay? Nothing can change. But have to book or cancel. Cancel in this, the time period that allow you to cancel if everything is going fine. If not, you have to go to customer service. Look like the same things happen all the time, right? Tracking, this is very good example when you going truck service, when you are sending a shipment or something like that, you need to track the shipment between the source until getting to the customer, right? Those we usually going the same diagram, the same process going all the time. sequentials, analytical, for analyzing data sometime, you know, using the customers' data, analyze them, get the let's say the conclusion after you analyzing the data for certain event in the market. If you see if they're satisfied or not, if you want to know what the customers like, they really uh, care about in the market, whatever, you know, what kind of product they care about, all this analyzing analytical way of doing things here. All right. The main thing here for improved efficiencies when using those kind of diagrams, the main reason for this one, improve your services, improve your efficiency in working, okay? Reduce the timing, wasting timing, save money for your resources, all these things, okay? So, yeah, automate manual work steps, directly integrate data between systems, provide process monitoring and control, automate process statistics gathering and analysis. All these comes together to improve efficiencies here. Cut out the middleman. So middlemen usually require extra resources, extra money for that. Okay, for like third party in this case, usually between the business and the customers. And back in 80s, 70s, always there's a middleman. Okay, between the companies and customers. There's problems happen, wasting more money, time, also spending more money. It's a lot of issues come out of this one. So cut this one. Cut me. You're saving time and saving money or saving your resources to provide customer self-service to initiate processes, provide process visibility to customer as well. Okay, so locations about the share redundant process between business units, identify steps that can be completed, certain isolations, automate escalations and handoffs, allow remote work. This helps when you use this kind of diagram. This actually will reflect when you're using the software, using let's say when you use automating system, usually going to the certain software. When you go into certain software, we have to explain to the software how's your business will run. Okay, those kind of diagram will make it easy even for the system you are using, how things going. Okay, all the time, will make it easy to understand, even for machines where it should be easy. So the return on investment here, reduce costs, of course, reduce manual tasks, reduce error rates, allow customer self-service. When you're booking, usually when you go to the hotel.com, booking.com, usually the self-service, right? It's provided by a certain company, but usually the customers do the service by themselves. You don't allow or don't have to go to the certain person in the company, whatever, to help you with the service. Using time to implement changes, reduce functional redundancy, allow outsourcing as well. Also, it's increased the competitive advantages for the business here, reduce time to the market, reduce end-to-end cycle time, improve customer services, increase capacity, improve decision making as well. Usually when you say improve decision making here, when you want to improve your service with customers, you have to, in a certain way, you collect the data from your customer service, I mean, for your customers, then see how's the things going there. It's easy for a business owner to see how is the business going and in which area need to be improved. Okay, this kind of diagrams helps too much in this case. Okay. Calculating return on investment based of the as-is process model and simulate to be process means that you can, let's say, see the process what you have right now with the baseline for return on investment. Is that worth it or not? Okay, and also this helps you for improving in future if you have let's say certain issue or problem in certain stage, you can easy to identify this problem or issue here in this case and can fix it or try to improve it in certain way based on what kind of service you have, okay? So select the relevant ROI metrics. There are many metrics for return on investment here. Not supposed to be in this class, but this metrics for that, okay? Select ROI calculation method based on what you show and you have in diagram, calculating best and worst case scenarios for your diagram and what you have based on the customer service and what's the customer satisfaction and the feedback that come from your customers. Again, you will, let's say, analyze all these data and see what's the problem, where's the problem. Okay, based on this diagram, it's easy to identify what's the issue exactly and fix it. Okay. Common ROI pitfalls here, like increased capacity does not guarantee the increase the revenue. Okay, so cost reductions may require FTE reductions. Providing self-service does not guarantee that customers will use it. Yeah, this is like when you provide service, no guarantee that you don't know how many customers are gonna use your service. Okay, this is when you're booking let's say hotel or flight, whatever. Just you provide your service to the market, but there is no guarantee how many customers you will have. This is what they're trying to say right here. Okay, when you're providing a service, no guarantee how many people are gonna use your service. This is the idea about this one. Remote work and outsourcing can have hidden costs here. So, yeah, of course, classify the business process management ROI potential here, increase agility to business changes, make it faster and more efficient. Okay, optimize operational efficiency, process standards compliance, shortened process cycle times, and saving time as we mentioned before. Okay, better information for decision making. Of course, you can have all information in one place, which is your, let's say, your website or application, whatever. You can use those data, of course, with permission of your customers. You have to give your customers like heads up that I'm gonna use those information for your information to improve the service. Otherwise, in some cases, a problem if you use other customers' information without their permissions, you get some problem with that sometime. Okay, so yeah, remote work and outsourcing can have hidden costs here again. I don't know why is that keep. No, I get back was previous slide. So yeah, reduce complexity of integrating people, process and existing systems means that making simpler, easier to integrate between the users and the system itself, make it more simple, more easy. That's the main thing of the main idea. We create technology, the apps, and make it easier. Everybody can use it, right? That's easy to help to get in more customers to your business. So yeah, the process business management supports changing rules, supports for change management initiatives, model the new organization, simulate and optimize changes, measure results, enabling more rapid changes. For example, overarching process or orchestrations and government, real-time view of organization process, agile or business driven changes. Always the business owners here thinking about how to make processes faster, okay, for the customers, easy to use, simple to use, whatever, and reduce the cost at the same time. This is always the main matrix when you trying to have new apps or new website or new service. It should be always simple, easy to use. This helps to let much customers, much people as possible to come and use your service. Make it more simple means you're getting more people to use, right? Okay. So the PPM causes role changes, the business functions, concerns, and benefits for workers, supervisors, managers. Workers can concerns job loss, benefits better job and training. For supervisors, concerns loss of control, benefits improved team and work management. For managers, their concerns failure to achieve the return of investment, the benefits improved visibility and performance. So each technology or each service or method you're using in this life, get any, always we have concerns, always there's benefits out there. So we have to measure your concerns and the benefits. It's worth it or not. Okay. So yeah, this always happening there. Overcoming change resistance, say communications of plans and impacts, involvement in process modeling, let's say demonstration of new technologies, smaller, quick hit before tackling, let's say radical re-engineering. It's bit based on the service itself. Okay, this is summary for today. You have this 16-year process, PPM, ROI, PPM, and rule changes. This is the main agenda for today. So usually when thinking about the rule changes here means that you will, let's say, take away certain jobs and create new jobs. It's not really, let's say this is a good example for one, the AI today becoming more smarter and let's give you extra services, all right? So many people that now they have concerns they will lose their jobs. But in the other hand, here let's say will make our lives for other people is easier or simpler to use those kind of technology to have to give you lots more services for free. Before that, you have to hire people to do it for you. But the problem here now, the certain rules for workers, they should be improved themselves to come up with new skills. You can compete in the new market. You see, now in this era, as new markets come on, and the old-fashioned market will go away very soon. This always happen in certain time in our lives. I think now we're gonna market change right now, I guess. So AI is supposed to be in very near years to control many services in the market right now. This that gonna come up with concerns for many workers who will lose their jobs, right? Let's see. The real world examples for a business process now is in action customer onboarding process, streamlining the process of welcoming new customers, collecting necessary information, and ensuring smooth transaction. That's happening in banks and like in flights, employee and when you're booking hotels or whatever, and all these things can cover customer onboarding process, especially in the airports. We see this when you collect your information, your passport, and all these things, and have to confirm everything going smooth. You have the right, let's say you have your boarding pass, or you have the right weight of right size of your suitcase or whatever. You have to confirm all these things to get the process going smoothly. It's a good example to cover this point here. Also here, expenses approval workflow, managing expenses claim by routing them through predefined approval steps. This is usually when you somebody applying for a fund or something, have to go through certain steps. You have to go through the claim or to redefine all the approval steps. You have to go step by step in this case, like sequential steps in this case. PPM ensures transparency, reduces delays, and enforces policy compliance. All right. Supply chain management, another example here, also coordinating procurement, inventory management, and order fulfillment. So PPM also optimizes inventory levels, tracks shipment, and minimizes delays. This is usually for tracking shipment when you order something from Amazon, eBay, whatever, Alibaba, whatever they have to go through this supply chain management things, have to follow all this as inventory, procurement, transaction, all the tracks these levels. So all these example for business process management notation diagrams. Okay, there's each one of those businesses that have different diagram, business itself. Okay. So loan approval process, also automating loan applications evaluation, credit checks, and approval. This is also foregoing funding as well. So PPM ensures consistency, reduces manual efforts, and speeds up decision making. Okay. Employee onboarding, guiding new hires through paperwork, training, and orientation. PPM also automates tasks like document submission, IT setup, and training schedules. This for new employee hiring is a very good example of this one. So when there's somebody in human resource office guide you with certain steps, you have to go through them to ensure that everybody get the right place, the right work to do, and get in the future get right training to improve all the process, all the businesses satisfaction, let's say. Compliant handling, managing customers compliant from submission to resolutions. We also track cases, assigns them to relevant teams, and let's say monitors progress. Healthcare patients journey as well. Coordinating appointment, diagnostics, treatment, and follow-ups. Ensures timely care, reduces administrative overhead, and enhances patient experiences. So always for the business owners come like it's headache, let's say administrative overhead. There's a lot of expenses in there, and sometimes the costs create more costs for future. Hire more people to work means the overhead costs will be more and more. This system should be, let's say, reduce all these concerns. Okay, so in the work or in terms of costs or expenses as well. The incident management, handling technical issues from reporting to resolutions, or PPM tracks incidents, assign priorities, and escalates as needed. Sales order processing, managing order from creation to the delivery. Okay. So all these examples that we have today, so explaining how the PPM modeling annotation work, how it looks like, there's different businesses, how to benefit out of this diagram. Each business should be come out with different diagram based on the business service itself. This will be something like this in your final project. You have to choose business and draw the diagram that fits of the service. Okay, so we have to go with all the shapes that we saw today based on the service itself. Choose the kind of service and how the diagram looks like. You can use any of those examples if you like to. If not, you can come up with the business you like, whatever you want to do. That's fine. Just want to apply all this diagram by yourself to understand more how this modeling works. Okay, actually it's easy, very easy, very simple. Okay, business start, service, or sales, whatever, right? Draw the right boxes based on what kind of service, the decision. When you have to write the diamond box, that decision making, yes or no, or let's say gateway as he called here. I like to call it decision making box, because in the diamond box you have to decide yes or no, or I have 2 different or 3 different services based on the the data entry, you have to decide which way should be go after that. So usually calling the decision box is more explaining what's happening in there. Getaway, I'm not sure. It's like misguiding the how's the meaning of the box in this case, right? So whatever. So this would be your final project for next week. Should be based on this presentation, what you just saw today. So you have to choose what kind of business and write down, or let's not write. I mean, draw down the suitable diagram that fits the service or fits the business you are choosing later. Okay. All right. So now let's. Well, it's not a real presentation actually. It's sometimes 2 slides here. Maybe 1, 2, or maybe 3. Yeah, the diagram and the explanation. Yeah. Okay. I will send out the email and let you know what I'm expecting from you to do in this project. Okay. The more important thing here, right? Drawing down the diagram, the circle shape that start and end. The rectangle box means that event or activity that is starting. Then the diamond box with decision, go yes, no, or let's say there's many other uh, 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 services you have to choose. So go with customer support, whatever, based on what kind of service you are, business you choose, right? So there's another, let's say, activity box. What's happened after decision box, okay? Then if everything goes through, use the solid line arrow. That means everything going through. That's fine to the end, to the let's say buying transaction or end service, whatever. Depends on what kind of service you are using, right? Yeah, that's all. Then you just explain in very simple sentences what's happening in that diagram. Okay, it's very simple, very easy. All right. So choose the business, draw down the diagram that fits in this service or this business. Then let's do write down a little some explanation. Explain to me what's happening in this diagram based on the business you are choosing. All right. Okay, this takes like 15 or minutes to go to the next presentation today. It should be the last one for today. Actually, tomorrow there's no class tomorrow. Okay. I will give you. There's assignment beside just a project and have assignment as well. We'll let you know what kind of assignment you're gonna do after next presentation. Sounds good? All right. Okay. Now we're free to have break right now. I'm not sure.
15-minute break,
Oh
Professor?
yeah, you're still there. Okay. I forgot about you.
Is it what, 10,
So
15-minute break?
yeah, it's 15 minutes break.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Professor,
Okay, thank you.
please record the meeting because in the
Yeah, it's
afternoon.
already, yeah, no
Yeah.
worries. It's already recorded already. No worries.
Thank you, thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, and thank you. So see you after 15 minutes, okay?
Yes, thank
Uh,
you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, Anne, are you there? Hello? All right, I sent her a message, should be. All right, so,
Yes, I'm here.
okay, all right. Okay, let's, now we have another presentation for today. Okay. And let's do this one. So this modeling, all right. There should be this one very short, okay? This is give you more details. It's about the modeling and the relation between the process management and the management and overall life cycle types examples. Then after that, we go to the talk about the assignments and project in detail, right? Let's see here, this one ready here. Okay. What are the tools? I have a question for you. Do you have any experience with Jira before? Jira software for both of you? We did the project management before, right? With me, right?
Yes.
And how about you?
I've worked
You work with this almost
in my previous job.
a previous one.
Yeah.
Okay, it's easy, right?
Yeah.
All right, now I have to ask Aaron. And
Yes,
do you have experience with Jira software or no?
yes, I have done Jira for work before.
That's wonderful. That makes my life easier. Okay. All right. I don't have to start from a beginning for this one. So because we have very small projects, actually should be easy. If you have a little bit experience before, we should be easy with this one. So today this for this presentation is very, let's say, integrated between project management and process management. It's very close together in many areas. Okay, we see today how's similarities and how the differences and how can you use project management in terms of how to do process management stuff. Okay.
Hmm.
All right, so let's start from the beginning now. So, all right. This is a project and process management tool. So we talk about tools and how we use them. Jira actually is very useful software, very simple, easy to use, easy to understand, very efficient. Okay. Almost all the institutions they based on projects to use it. Okay. So here is for the definition for project management here is a temporary process which has a clearly defined start and end time, what set of tasks, budget, developed to accomplish a certain target or certain service, whatever, and well-defined objectives. Is it also the temporary effort, sequential activities designed to accomplish a unique purpose, group of interrelated activities constrained by time, cost, and scope, designed to deliver a unique purpose. Before go to the process management, we'll go a little bit, that's very like a simple definition for project management on how is that work, okay? So as undertaking that encompasses a set of tasks or activities having an identifiable starting point and well-defined objectives. So as the project management, the same thing as before, as this definition by the ISO. ISO is the quality certification, usually industrial market looking for.
Professor, are you sharing any slides? Because I don't see anything.
I'm gonna do it now, okay? I forget to share with you. All right, thank you to remind me of this one.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, it should be this one now. I think now you can see it now, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Can you see?
Yeah.
All right, great. All right. So we were talking about the ISO certification. Okay. You familiar with the ISO? What's the ISO mean? Okay, and the different codes based on the business and service you are providing have different ISO code for that. Okay. Temporary organizations that is needed. What is that American institution using ISO here? No? Usually it's European style, right? I'm not sure if the American they care about this.
But also it's for experiments.
Okay. Because I understand as many European actually using the certifications too much to show the quality of service or product, whatever. But I didn't see this in the United States that much actually. Didn't care about this certification here, right? Is that right? They didn't care about this that much here. They do?
I think it's good.
Okay.
Again, I think for us it's more so because we are doing globalization.
Oh yeah. If they want to have kind of business with European business, they should have this kind of certification, right? Otherwise, they don't care about this. Okay, it's not required here in the market, inside the market. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So also it's another definitions by there's two quality certifications. That's Prince and ISO. Also, the Prince is more famous in Europe, not in the United States. United States don't care about this kind of certification here. But if you want to do business with European businesses or companies, you have to have one of those kind of certification to show your quality to them. The Prince 2 is project management certification, is famous in Europe, but not in the United States. UK is using this UK beside I think what's the other certification here using? PMP here, right? For the project management certification, project management certification that based on project management institution here. And that's is internationally famous in the United States. But the Prince 1, 2, whatever, they famous more in Europe countries. Yeah, temporary organizations that is needed to produce a unique or a predefined outcome or result at pre-specified time using predetermined resources. All right, so time and cost constrained operations to realize set of defined deliverables up to quality standards and requirements. There's different definitions based on institutions here. So each institution, they have a little bit different definitions what the project management means to them. Here we have IPMA was I think it's like International Project Management Institution or something like that. I guess the PMI is famous in the United States, the Project Management Institute, I guess, right? Yeah, it's a little bit different, but almost is getting the same meaning for each one of them. So characteristics here for project management, coordinated and controlled activities, temporary organization, time cost constrained operations, application knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques. why is project management important? It's like just a quick recap we have now, okay? So have experienced this before, just a quick recap here. So have a more predictable project planning and say execution process, adhere to project budgets, schedules, scope guidelines, resolve project road blocks, and escalates issues quicker and easier, improve collaborations across or within teams, identify and plan for risks. Stage of project management have initiating, planning, executing, monitoring, and closing. Do you want to go into details in this one, or is this fine? It's fine, right? Okay. Objectives, not project management challenges, objectives properly defined, insufficiently, insufficient planning and coordinating resources, poor estimation of duration and cost, incomplete, unrealistic, and outdated project plans, lack of communications, inadequate definitions and acceptance of roles, for commitment to the project by the team, by control processes, lack of risk analysis, lack of good quality controls. What are project management tools? Project management tools specifically designed to assist the individual team managing the project tasks effectively. There are many. We'll see this later. So Jira was one of those. What to look at when choosing project management tool here, number of users, pricing structure for the software we're using, a tool using scalability, ease of use. This is the main, let's say, characteristic is when you use any software, you're gonna go with the price, is it costly or not, or cheap, free, whatever. It's very important. How easy to use the software. Actually, the complicated, it's not like acceptable that much in the market. Usually is easier, is faster to deal with. Scalability, pricing, number of users also is very important. Top features of a great project management tool like task management, resource allocation, collaboration, project planning, budgeting, reporting, and analytical tools in the software they're gonna use. Because this presentation usually about the tools you're gonna use. Actually, Jira, you can use it for process management techniques such as modeling or scheduling. Can use it as well. You can use it for project management tasks as well. You can use it for both. Okay. Top features of the great project management tool: customization, integration, mobile access, time tracking, customizable request forms, automations, and proofing and approvals for software tools. This is usually the features usually looking for when we go through the project management software or tool. Usually we're looking for most of these features here. Customizations and integration is very, very important. All right, there's very famous tools here actually in the market in the United States and globally. Some Zoho projects, Trello, Rike, Jira Software, Asana, Microsoft Project. Bless you. Are you okay? Is it allergic? Is it allergic? Okay. Okay. All right, this is very famous one. So for me, usually the Jira Software project, Microsoft project is one of the the most two famous actually in the market. This is based in Java for Jira Software. Altacian, Altacian, is that correct? Altacian, right? Yeah. Jira is like a bug tracking tool that allows the software developers to plan, track, and work faster. Jira is the main source of information for, let's say, future software releases. Developers can plan new features to add it, and bugs will fix the next release. All right, this is like an example how to do the boarding here using people who gonna work in certain tasks here, who is responsible for each task. here by name, a picture usually is very useful, very helpful. Each one of those persons, as you see here in the slide, they're responsible for certain task. Okay, so when you want to any feedback for certain task, you know who's you're gonna contact. They're easy, simple, like very handy. All right, so how he's showing you how to do automation task, create issue, what kind of issue type, what kind of project, choose fields to set, get sample, recurring task here, when the scheduling, every how many days, weeks, based on the project task itself. Create a new task here, the same project or it's a different one. This depends on the task you use, right? Okay, see here we can use something called multi-level navigations to home page here. It's comments for the feedback, activities, all these things. You add them here. Here I have time tracking for each feature or task or what you're gonna do when the date started, the timing. It is very important to track the timing for each task you are working on. The timing beside the date is very important. Okay. Now, as you see, there's backlog for each project here. We can see the people who's gonna work, what kind of service they are working on, which are features working on. Some people work a website, some people a payment provider, or some of them giving the feedback, quick fix required, whatever they are, have the feedback here on this board, have the issues here, this side here's the backlog, is have billing accounts, AWS Spike, feedback accounts, each one of those backlog who's assigned to in the right side. It's easy to do this actually. Find the count of active issues on overtime, bug, task, improvement. You can easy to track all the problems, all the things that's happen here in this project. Okay. Releases here when the versions release for this specifically for the software, when the software start work, bugs, release time, what version released and what that released and one unreleased, what's the problem in there. Easy to track all these here in Jira. Is that teams in space give you assigned to me what kind of things I have assigned to the each one of those assignees in a sprint right there. The teams what they're working on and see what's the story, epic, bug, initiative, trouble, provide task with everything is happening here. You can see. That's a sprint one, what they have here was people assigned to what's the problem, clearly like major, minor, critical, block or whatever, would have scope changes, work complete, time elapsed. I'll give you all details regarding the service timing, what's problem in there, who's assigned to. It's easy to track anything in your project about this one. Simple, easy to track. For me, I prefer Jira more than Microsoft Project. More easier to this, especially for software developers, easy to track the tasks, the sprints, the timing, all these things, more easier to track. Okay, this is issue type here, bugs, for example, problem which imperative prevents of a function with a product, for example, here, this issue type of the bug, and what's the problem with that? Now let's go to process management. All right, again, this was benefits for business process, as we mentioned in previous presentations, better visibility, more control, improved accountability, increased efficiency, higher productivity, easier enforcement of security and compliance requirement, operational excellence, right? Okay, again, this is what's starting from, let's say, design, model, execute, monitor, optimize. is the steps for each model for business process management here. Benefits of process management as we again streamline process, increase productivity, minimize risks, and reduce costs. As we say again, this so have to keep reading this to this essential for process management modeling. It's very essential for this one. Okay, the real-time example of process management here: onboarding, loan processing, banking firms, human resourcing department. You can choose any of those businesses, by the way, for next week project, okay? To do the diagram as we mentioned in the previous one. Okay, can you choose any software you want to do if you want to? This is assignment for next one. Forget about project management, okay? I want to focus in process management tools here. I want you to report a process management tool for your choice. Means that you can, so the first step you have to choose the business. Second step you have to choose what kind of service you're gonna do the diagram for a certain service. Many businesses have different services, right? You have to, I want you to focus in one service, do the diagram in this kind of service, okay? Reporting by sentences, and I want to report by the software. So are you familiar with the Jira, right? Okay, you can do that by Jira. As I think it's cost zero, I think it's free for download, free to use, right? For Jira, costs nothing, right?
We
Yeah.
can test it out.
Okay, this is a trial period. You can use it. You can use different email, different information, whatever. You can create a new email, whatever, and have like trial. You get it for free. I think it's 2 weeks. I'm not mistaken, right?
For 7 days.
7 days per week.
3 for 7.
It's, I think it's enough to do your project for next week. Enough to do, all right, for free. I mean, it costs you nothing. That's good. So I want you to do the report based on the service you are gonna do. Okay, reporting usually is kind of 2 slides will be something like that. So yeah, so I want you also explain what the features and how it help organizations in this service. So first you have to assign the company, the business, choose your service, okay? Then do the diagram explaining the service, okay? From start, the circle shaped for starting to the rectangle shape that explain the activity or event or whatever. Then going the decision box or the diamond decision box, then another rectangle decision or activity, let's say activity or event box, then see the end or maybe go back to a certain like say for feedback or for customer service or feedback or whatever. Okay, then you have to explaining that in simple sentences, what's happened there. Then I want you the last thing showing the features, how is this help the organization and showing that like reporting in Jira. How can you report this in Jira? Okay. It's simple, clear. Okay. This is like a real life project. Something you're gonna use it in real life businesses actually. Okay. So this should be for next week project. This is assignment. For assignment, usually I want you to go to the, I will upload the question for discussion on AMS, okay? It should be tomorrow. I will do this tomorrow morning. Will be available on the website, on AMS website. It's very important in terms of grading, okay?
Last time, tablet, EPA student can't see our response.
Yeah, this is, I can do nothing for this actually. This is very and let's say it's not efficient way. The so you are in doctoral program, right? And your master program, right? I don't know why they split it. You cannot see each other. That's I don't want to say it, but it's so stupid. It just make me nervous. Actually, I cannot help it. It's not, it should be go to technical. I asked supervisors to end this. I don't know why to do like splitting the students in the same class to two groups and cannot see each other, cannot reply to each other. That's very weird way to communicating actually. I don't I cannot fix it. It's not under my authorization. But I have to mention this. I mentioned this many times before. Now I have to do this again. Hopefully, you can fix it. So no worries. I have to deal with this. It's not your problem. It's not mine, but we have to deal with this. Okay. I know it's not expecting. It's not a university level problem, but whatever. This not. You are still in the same class. Doesn't matter. You're doctor, master, whatever. You have to cooperate with each other all the time. So your level of education means nothing in this case. You should see each other as one, as your classmates. You see, you should reply to each other easy. It's supposed to be happen this way, but the reality here cannot see each other. I know, I understand. Okay, we have to deal with this. At least you know I will submit the questions that answer, do your part. Okay, no worries if there's enough students to reply to your response. No worry about that. Okay, I understand what's happening there. It's not your problem. It's not mine. We're gonna deal with this for now. Okay, hopefully in the future we're gonna fix this. Hope so. But the main problem, you have to respond to the question. That's the more important thing for me now. For now, you have to respond to the question, but your overview. I mean, what you think. Give me your opinion. What you think about the question or the case they wanna see in AMS. What you think about that? Give me that your opinion. What do you think about that? That's the more important thing for me right now. Okay. So no worries to replying. If you don't see enough classmates answering or replying to you, that's fine. No worries about that. Okay. Because you have just few students, not too much. The features in the website don't allow to do that, so nothing can do for now. Okay. Okay. Any questions for today or for previous presentation? Nothing. Okay. I will upload all those presentations on AMS website for your reference to see. If you have any questions, anything you need to ask, just let me know. Okay, this is just we're done for today on assignments. Just you have to. So the two things you have to do this week, we have project for it's the final, let's say signature project. Let's say final one for the final. So there's no exams. There's no exams, written exams. All we have assignment and we have the project for the final. Okay, there's the two things to do for next week. So I'm expecting from you to the presentation, like presenting to me and you for your classmates what you have done. So you show us what business you choose, what kind of service you are working on, and diagram, explaining in very simple sentences what's happening in this diagram. The sentences should be related to the diagram itself for explanation, what's happening there. Okay. And the last thing, the reporting to the Jira or to other software. But Jira, I think, is very simple, easy to do, easy to use. We have free for 1 week free, you can use it. Let's use the reporting features in Jira to report the results that what's happened, the problem itself, and how the diagram to help to solve this problem, for example. Okay, usually service, any business service for any businesses, usually they are fixing problem or improving, let's say, service. Okay, so either way, so you have choose to showing us you are improving certain service or the service already solving the problem, whatever. I don't care. Just the services should be in there. Okay. again, explaining the diagram and showing, reporting this issue or the diagram to the Jira software or other software. If you choose to do another one, that's fine for me. I want to show me the reporting, how's things going in the reporting, okay? Everything is clear? Good? All right. Okay, we're done for today. So it's up to you to stay or go back home. It's up today. That's up to you. Okay? You can, if you want to stay, you can work together today if you want to on a project. If you want to, it's up to you. Anne, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so did you hear everything I said?
I think so. So you're not having class in the afternoon?
No, no.
Okay. So I'll go join the other class then in the afternoon.
Yeah, that will be helpful for you. That's very helpful for you.
Yes.
That's I'll try to make it in the morning, so you have time to do your class in the afternoon.
Yes.
So,
Uh,
so
For
next week
tomorrow,
we have, yeah, tomorrow we have no class tomorrow.
no class. Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
will post assignment as a question actually, or it's like a problem maybe. I will think about this today. I want you just to answer or respond to this question or request, whatever you will see on AMS by tomorrow. Okay, answering this one, and I want you to prepare for next week project. Okay.
Okay.
I will upload all the slides presented today. You will find them on the AMS website under the material for your reference if you want to go through all of them. Also, I have recorded already. I'm not sure if I can upload it. I will try to upload what I have recorded today on AMS. I will try to do that. I'll see how things going.
Okay.
Okay, if
Thank
not,
you.
I will send you to your email. Hopefully, you can do that.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Anne. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Okay, ladies. Yeah, so you're free to stay or free to go. It's up to you now. All right. Thank you for coming today.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. And
Thank you. Bye.
see you next week.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.